Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
This is Dynamite Dux on the Amiga. Obviously I'm playing it on my A500 Mini. I'm still working my way through as many arcade conversions as I can on this system, and specifically Sega arcade ports. So, Dynamite Dux, released in the arcades in 1988 by Sega, but developed by AM2, and it runs on the Sega System 16 hardware, and I believe it was produced by Yu Suzuki. So there is royalty behind this, at least in the arcades, not necessarily this version, although to be fair, I have no idea how this version plays. There is a Master System version that quite a lot of people dislike. I played it back in the day because I remember seeing this in the arcades and playing it a bunch of times in Westford Ho, and actually really quite liked it because of its surreal nature. Kind of, you know, like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon on acid and stuff like that. But yeah, so when it came out of the Master System, I had it, and I you know, actually really quite enjoyed it, but it gets a bunch of hate. This must be better than that. It was released in 1989 by Activision, but apparently it's developed by Core Design, so that should bode well. And they released it to the Spectrum, the Amstrad, the Commodore, the Amiga, and the Atari ST. I don't know if this support the Atari ST. I hope not, but I did play it on the Spectrum, and the reason you've never seen a gameplay video of it is it's absolute horseshit. So, anyway, you are bin and pin, that's these two ducks, because in the arcades it's 2 players simultaneous should you have any mates. Sadly I don't have any mates right now, so it's going to be 1 player. Yeah, so bin and pin, and they are owned by a girl called Lucy, but she's kidnapped by the evil sorcerer Shatter, and then you have to track her down across 6 worlds, which I believe are set in real life locations, you know, fighting enemies, because it's essentially a side-scrolling beat 'em up with weapons and bosses. So hopefully this is, like I said, better than the Master System version, but I don't know. Genuinely the first time I'm going to crack into it. Don't know what the reviews were like on the 16-bit version. Do know that for the Spectrum version, apparently your Sinclair gave it an award for being the most, I don't know, interesting or batshit crazy game of the year. I don't know what they were smoking because it's Shizen. So let's get into it. Also, isn't there a rude intro? I don't know the stuff behind it. I remember seeing it in a video or somewhere along the line, something like that years ago, so I can't remember it. So look it up, but I think there is a rude version of the intro left by the coders in the game for whatever reasons. I don't know, maybe they're like duck porn. Right, let's get into it. Credits 4. Right, so one day Lucy was playing with her pet Spin and Pin in a beautiful flower garden. Then suddenly an evil black shadow appeared and changed into... I like the fact that A, you can't read because of the font they use, and B, it doesn't give you enough time to... He's terrifying. And also, look at their half-cut eyelids. They're not amused, or they're half-cut. Yeah, don't give you enough time to read it. Look, Sega, 1988 at the top. That's the arcade intro, to be fair. Right. Stage 1 downtown, those little maps are from the arcade. My power's at the bottom of the screen. Top left of my lives, underneath that you can see how far I have to go to progress to the goal. It's a whopper, and then push button game over would be for player 2. So, fire. Hold down fire. Yeah, I remember that from the arcade. Uber punch. And there we go. Graphically it's not terrible. It is definitely better than the Master System, but you would bloody cocoa that because of... Oh yeah, you can fight in every direction. The colours the Amiga has compared to the Master System. Also, the Master System, while I loved it, I had one obviously, is a bit flickertastic. Nice surreal music. See what I mean about all the enemies and stuff like that? It's off the chart insane. Reminds me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Kind of that sort of, you know, off the chart insane. Treasure chests? Yay! It's kind of an isometric thing as well. Moose heads. No sound effects. That's something I could probably fix, only I don't know how to do it because I don't read anything about these games before I play it. There's not many bad guys on the screen at once, which to be fair, I'm fine with. Right. Oh, bomb, that's a weapon. Yeah, so graphically it's alright. I mean, you know what arcade machine you were playing anyway, because look at it, it's on drugs. But it's a decent representation of the arcade machine without being, you know, anywhere near arcade perfect. But it looks alright. Certainly better than the Master System. Don't know what it's like on the, oh look, he's locking in the Atari ST. Again, is this support? I don't know. Burgers are nice, we like burger. Hang on. Is this the game where there's a KFC? But it's not a KFC and it's got the Colonel in there. Because again, that would be weird. You know. Because we're a bird. Think about it. So, oh, hang on, he's cross-eyed. Guess we don't have to worry about him shooting me. Right. The enemies are incredibly distinct. Oh, I got a rocket launcher. They're kind of Parappa the Rapper-y, even though obviously this is way before Parappa the Rapper. I am aware of that. Oh! Drop your weapon if you get twatted. I'm not gonna lie, the controls aren't the sharpest tool in the shed, if you will. I'm halfway, well no, I'm a third of the way through. It's a bit difficult lining up. Right. You know when I said, it's not many bad guys. Careful what you wish for. Is that hearts or food? It's a heart. They did very, very little. Right. I mean, are the number of sprites to do with the fact that if we had 2-player, I can't see that this with 2-player would be taxing the system, but you know what I mean. Number of sprites on the screen at the same time. Right. I'm not even going to say what that looks like. I do like that. Bam! There's something in your face. Right, okay, can't be far off. Well, no, the boss would be a mid-stage boss then. Because of the way it goes, sort of isometric and stuff like that, it does make lining yourself up with some of the enemies a tad, like, difficult. Because he was above me then. Yeah, some that in your life. This is a water hose, isn't it? Because our first boss is fire. Oh, look at that, 2 for the price of 1. Saucy. Okay, yeah. Looks like... Am I even hitting him? No. Looks like the arcade. I am hitting him, because look, his eyes. No sound effects, not helping. Oh, okay. This seems to be the sweet spot. I mean, I know he's only a half-stage boss, but I don't remember him being that piss easy in the arcades. I remember him being reasonably challenging in the arcades. Oh, that arcade in Westwood Ho, you had everything. Look at this! Someone's been watching the Magic Roundabout while high. To be fair, everyone in the Magic Roundabout was high. It was French. Oh, what was that? I don't... I see again, it's like very Parappa the Rapper. I don't like this rock. The hit detection or hitboxes or whatever you want to call it for the bad guys is a bit squiffy. I like the fact that heart gives me nothing, but give me some sugar and I'm alright. Right, so there's a subway or something, that's where we've got to go. I see an arrow, see? Sharp. Okay. Hey, wait, what? I can track the sign. Apparently. Vandalism. It's not welcome. How do I get across here? Have I got to jump? Should I have map buttons? No, I just go across a small crack at the top of the screen. I could see that would... Yeah. Okay, what's doing that? I could see that you would not know where to cross there. Possibly then, this is probably further than I ever got in the arcades, because I don't remember that. I probably never got past the fire dude thingy boss, whatever the fuck he is. Now, the controls are pants. I'm not going to lie. It's not a massive pop in the looks department, but obviously there's a lot better stuff. See, that would throw me off, definitely throw me off. But I've got to do every arcade conversion ever. We've got homing missiles. Jeez. And I mean G's in a good way. That's on the Amiga. Obviously I've done stuff like Commando before. Some of the Sega stuff are pumps. I'm not gonna lie. Right, we need to get rid of this bastard. Because I need that health. Those homing missile guys are bastards. Right, so can I fall off there or is that a railing? I will say this, I definitely remember the Master System version having better controls and moving with a quicker pace. Maybe I'll do a gameplay of it. I can't remember if I've done a gameplay of it. I know I've done a gameplay of the arcades. Shit! Wait, there's a... No. Does that mean I could have done it from the other side? To be fair, I never even noticed it from the other side. That music's getting on my tits. Yeah, so, I mean, this isn't the greatest. I am aware of that. But it's an arcade port. And you got to remember, hey, you know, the stuff I had on the Spectrum. Oh, you got to break his balls. You're breaking my balls, man. You're breaking my balls. I'm not gonna lie, the boss fights aren't the hardest thing in the world. Gonna go all the way around the front? Okay. Something very being human about that. It was ahead of its time. Alright, trippy. Definitely don't remember that. Definitely the furthest I've ever got in this game ever. Actually, I probably would have got further in the arcade because I do like those maps. They're in the arcade. Pumped shitloads of money in Maine. Because I could, because it's Maine. I mean, if you love the arcade game, apparently I'm quite alone on that one. I can't be. Come on, anyone else there? Well, I'm assuming people are actually going to watch this. If you love the arcade game, then you would have been happy with this because you basically got the arcade game at home. And it's got, you know, the insane visuals and stuff like that. However, it's too slow. I'm not saying I remember the arcade game being, you know, like fucking off like a bat out of hell and shit like that, but I don't remember it being this slow. As I remember, as I said, I remember the Master System, actually probably not the way to go, being, so you can swap weapons then, being quicker than this. I don't know. See, lots of the times they didn't even have cabinets on hand, did they, to convert these things. Give me that. Have I got to punch him in the face? No, I've got to get the gun. Which I can't get. I don't know how to kill this one. Yes, I believe I shall continue. What? Did I just punch him in the face once and it killed him? Okay. Good to know, but I'm right at the start of the stage. I'm confused. This is very confusing. It's all very, very confusing. Right. Well, oh, bollocks, that's on me. I just assumed there would be a railing, you know. See what I mean about facing totally the wrong direction? Yeah, I'm not going to lie, unless you absolutely love this in the arcades, and I was quite fond of it, I wouldn't necessarily recommend playing it. But, as I said, it's an arcade port, so... Of, you know, on the Amiga, and I was all about playing the arcade games on the machines back in the day. I just would have thought they could have done something better here. Was this like a Christmas game or something? You know, most arcade conversions were. So they were rushed for time, or it's just a lazy ST port? Because it certainly didn't have enough grunt to make an arcade perfect. I like these homing missiles, you know, conversion, but it certainly could have done better than this. I should stop hammering that. Cake! I like a bit of cake. Actually, I don't like cake. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like anything with sugar in, to be fair. But he does. He's a fan of the cake. He's these fucking teleporting bastards. If I kill him, right, that hit. No, he doesn't come back. Right, getting your charge to work is a bit weird as well. These controls, they're not great, the greatest. Yoink! Why are you following me? No, you're not following me. I don't know. And your weapons are so imprecise. I'm scared to get that because I know I can. Can I fall off the bomb? No, good, because it's a bloody flower bed. Okay. Yeah. You better love the arcade Magic Roundabout if you want to experience this. That's all I'm going to say. Yay! They got an army in this world then? Is this evil wizard's army? He's a wizard, right? I can't remember. Oh, piss off. Where is he? Oh. Because that's not horrific if you think about what you're doing to them. Also, what just took my health then? Oh, my weapon gauge, I don't know, fuel, or it's probably fuel in this case, is above my health. Good to know. It's they're moles. No, they're not moles. The bloke who was teleporting wasn't a mole, was he? Essentially the same thing though. Well, not the same creature, but for teleporting, if you know what I mean. Right. I'm trying to think what other games there are. There's eSWAT. I'm not looking forward to that one. There's Crackdown. That could be interesting. There's Bonanza Brothers, or Bros, depending on what's your cup of tea. Right, well, there you go. I have a little bit more. What other ones? I've done Afterburner. I've done Outrun. I just thought about it and now I feel sick in my mouth. But yeah, so Dynamite Dux. It's a very, very interesting, wacky arcade game and a definite, sort of different twist on your side-scrolling beat 'em up. There is a Master System version, which I think is by Sega itself, and I like that. But this, it just needs, it needs sharper controls, more precise controls, a bit more speed. So what am I supposed to do with these guys if I haven't got any weapons? Because I can't punch it, can I? I meant the incoming missile. But yeah, it could have been great. It really could have. You know? I mean, it's an insane game on paper, so yeah, it should have been great. Could have been a contender. But it's not. I don't know if I'm killing. Oh, hello. So what do I do now? Just get in there, innit? Well, there you go. Apparently, you just wade on in there and start kicking ass. So there you go, Dynamite Dux on the Amiga. I mean, if you love the arcade game, you probably have fun. If you don't like the arcade game, well, I've played it, so you don't have to. Anyways, also, love to know what you think, especially if you've played any of the home versions of this and the arcade. Oh, look, bonus game. Don't remember this. And thank you very much for watching. Wait, is it Rock and Sock and Robots? Just how many punches you can get in the time limit? Oh, he's got health. Do I have to beat him outright? Or, whoever's got the most health left. I don't know, so many questions. I want to see if I could charge up then. Oh look, punch him in the back, in the kidneys. There you go, that works. Yeah, so I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this in the arcade or any of the home versions. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.